Hi, I'm Tanisha, a talent branding consultant here at HRBx, and today I'm joined by one of our founding partners, Vijay. Today we'll be discussing a common problem in the EdTech industry, as well as how talent branding strategies can help remedy them. So over to you, Vijay.
Thank you, Tanisha, for having me. Hi, everyone. My name is Vijay. I'm one of the founding partners of HRBx. I run the talent branding function, and I'm excited to be talking to everyone.
So, for some context for our viewers, the edtech industry has seen a lot of growth in India, and we've seen a lot of startups take off recently. A common pain point for all of these companies seems to be talent. Due to the boom the industry had, they're currently competing with each other for the top talent in that particular industry. And apart from that, retaining talent and keeping them engaged through the current insecurities that are happening in the edtech industry seems to be a big issue. So, in a situation like this, employer branding and HR policies can be really impactful. So, since you have a lot of experience working with these edtech companies, I'm sure you have a lot of valuable insights to share. So, to start off, why don't you tell us some common talent issues that you have seen personally in the edtech industry?
Firstly, like you rightly said, Tanisha, I think talent shortage is definitely one primary reason, one primary issue right now. But the reason for that is twofold, right? One is there's a skills gap, and there is an upskilling issue, right? Fundamentally, what companies want versus what academia is producing, there is a difference in understanding and applicability. So today, that is a big issue. The second thing is a high turnover ratio. Today, because the shelf life of people to stay in an organization, because of the plentiful opportunities, like you rightly said, are there, people don't stay in an organization for a lot longer. So these are two big issues that I've noticed, because holding loyalty has been an issue. So that way there's high turnover rate. And the second thing is clear difference in there is a skill gap and an upskilling issue. So these are two large, I think, movers and shakers in this particular common talent issues that I've seen.
Okay. So, how can talent branding help with these particular issues?
I think that's a good question that kind of segue into what talent branding can actually do. Right, it can really play a crucial role in addressing some of these talent issues, not just in the edtech industry but across the board. Firstly, it can really help attract make your organization and brand in such a way that it's attractive to top talent. Secondly, it can really help build that employee side of brand storytelling. That's something that talent branding can really help. Third, it can really build some differentiation in a competitive market like today. Everyone's saying that they're the fastest growing organization, they provide the best compensation. So when all of the narrative is the same across organizations, how do you really create some differentiation in the market for your brand? That's something that talent branding can help with. And one other unique aspect of what talent branding, or how it can really help, is in building a talent pipeline. This is something that talent branding can help you not just with today, but also building a talent pipeline for your future hiring as well.
Okay. Can you give our viewers some context into the impact that talent branding can have on these organizations, just based on your experience?
Sure. I'll talk about some numbers, right? Very simply, for an organization, we started with an EdTech organization. Before we started working with them, a very small subset of people within the education space knew them, but they were never considered an EdTech player. So with what we were able to do, we firstly, like the threefold pointers that I made, which specific to how talent branding can help. One is in helping you, make you attractive enough for top talent. So we looked at all of their candidate touch points, and with everything that we did in a 6-month period, we were able to bring their visibility from a 10% in their target market to over 60% in their target market. So everyone operating within the education and technology space understood who this brand was. That's the first part. The second aspect was about specifically building an employee specific storytelling and advocacy piece. Conventionally, if you see, most organizations, a very good indication of whether they're doing really well or not from an employee standpoint is how good their referral rates are. So with this organization, when we started working with them, they had a referral, so to say, I wouldn't call it a policy, but a referral process where candidates could be referred by employees, but there was no remuneration as such. So we kind of worked with the employees and built a referral policy for this organization such that at the end of our 3 month, we did a 3 month pilot with them at some point. When we finished the 3 month window, we were able to see a significant growth in the referral policy from a 2% to over a 15%. That's almost a 700% growth, right? The other big difference that we're able to bring, specifically in terms of numbers, is helping them build a talent pipeline. Today, everyone that was applying, there was no process to kind of map that with the structure and with talent branding that we did. We were able to build this talent pipeline so that for the next 2 months, they had enough candidates who knew about the organization, were in conversation for various positions that the brand was able to anticipate and kind of plan out. So these are very specific impact numbers for this particular education brand. Like this, there are different layers where talent branding can help. It can help with improving your metrics on conversions. It can improve your metrics on a better candidate experience. It could improve your metrics on just being able to differentiate yourselves. So a bunch of other areas around that.
Okay. Thank you so much for your insights, Vijay. I'm sure they were very helpful to our viewers. For more insights, you can reach out to us on our website, talentbranding.in. We're always happy to have a conversation.